Hello guys, welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls with me, Krutless. How are you guys doing? I'm doing fine, by the way. In the last episode, we got the item known as the Peculiar Doll. There it is, Peculiar Doll in the Asylum. We returned to the place of origin where we started out in episode 1. And we also defeated the Stray Demon down in the basement here, down in the hole. So yeah, now I think it's about time we escape from the asylum for the second time. Not falling down the hole, by the way. Escaping for the second time and getting back to Lordan. Oh, I guess auto lock-on didn't work right there. Okay, so yeah, let's get back to Lordan and see what we're about to do next. Because we also got a ring here, and I want to actually test this ring out and see what it's like in action to actually have better footing in water. So or a march, I guess. The actual in-game description actually termed it as. So let's go back to to this little nest here and lie down like a ball. And luckily this time it doesn't take as long to get the event triggered. But if you want to go back to the asylum, by the way, yeah, just you can lay down in the nest as many times as you like, especially if you want to go back and interact with the harpies, which I'm going to show later on in the series. So yeah, our current progress in the game has been that we have rung the first bell of awakening up at the Undead Parish. And next, we are actually going to ring the bell below. But before we do, there are some stuff we need to take care of. Oh, let's just jump down here, taking an easy step. Because we want to open this little door here, because there is something lurking below. So, we could take the route up there into the Undead Burg, as most people do in the first playthrough, but I'm going to wait with that, because I'm just that terrible. Instead, I'm going to level up my dexterity to 30, and let's get our vitality up, because I don't want to be one-shot by these guys, because we have been one-shot too much. You know, I'm being tired. Being tired of being one-shot by with Stray Demon, I mean, really. Whew. Lautrec still chilling about, doing his stuff. But yeah, I want to test out the ring. Let's equip the wooden, the dark wood grain ring. The rusted iron ring, I mean. The rusted iron ring. Let's equip that just for the sake of having it on us. And now I'm going to take the elevator back to New Londo, actually. But we're not going to... that's a funny thought. New Londo is actually flooded, but we can't use the ring there because the water is too deep. So we can't wander through the shallow waters of New Londo. We have to actually use it in another place. But I know where I'm actually going, and we're actually going to run through the place, through the valley of Drakes once more, because there is one thing I want to take care of on the other side. This is also something you can do at the beginning of the game, to be honest, if you want to, but I find it to be a little more suitable to the story as we progress. So yeah, by the way, I almost forgot this guy. This guy down here, I remember him, the Spell Forger. Oh.
Hey, hang on. Is that a sorcery ember? I've never seen one like that. Not even back in Vinheim. What a brilliant flame. Please, friend, let me have that, I am begging you. I am a craftsman of Vinheim. I'd go hollow before I pass him a flame like that.
Let's give him the enchanted ember.
Oh, really? You are wonderful. I will forge a wicked masterpiece just for you. A weapon to make a legend out of it.
So, by the way, look at the detail on the character animation there. That he has one leg up while the other one is down on the other stair there. That's amazing attention to detail, by the way. So yeah, nothing new for him, but he can modify our equipment and make, I guess, these items here. He can make enchanted weapons. So that's pretty nice if you want to be a caster, I guess. But let's head through here to the Valley of Drakes. Now, we might attempt actually to kill the zombie dragon. Should we do that now? Ooh, not really sure if we should, to be honest. He is pretty tough. He's a pretty tough guy. Ooh. Should we? Would be kind of fun though to, take him on. By the way, you can loot these 2 items here at the same time, even though I failed to. So, by the way, dodge that little thing there, cut him, and he'll do like this poison breath across the entire area, which will poison you, obviously. He keeps spamming that if you don't get, if you stay out of his range. So you want to run to the other side, maybe cut his face. Oh, I guess, or not. Dodge into his claw. I thought the animation there was a little weird, but oh well. There you got the fight with the zombie dragon. Didn't think he would actually one-shot me, but oh well. I think we should wait with him, to be honest. I think we should. But we got a cool item. And that's more important than surviving, right guys? So we got the Astora straight sword. You can get this immediately after starting the game. This is the straight sword of an unknown knight, likely one of Astora's superiors, high quality weapon with a powerful blessing. So as you can see, this item actually has a faith scaling. So it has a C in faith scaling. That means that you can basically use this to kill the skeletons in the catacombs, if you don't want to kill the necromancers. Just realize that in the catacombs you can also just suicide run and kill the necromancers every time because they don't respawn. So you can just, if you want to explore a little more down there, you can just do a suicide run to kill all the necromancers pretty early on, and you'll be fine. Yeah, down there. I guess they designed the place to be, taken on about at level 20, I think. So about 20, 22, 20, 23. Maybe? That's so level 23. I think. Oh, excuse me there. But yeah. Oh. Let's be careful across this little plank here. We can also go to Blighttown now, by the way, but I'm not going... Whoa, that was really, really strange. Something happened here, but oh well. Now the dragon will be permanently awoken, and he'll try to kill you every time you come here. But that's the price you want to pay. By the way, the last item there. Should we try to get it? 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 No, I don't think we should try to get it. That's basically a shield that blocks a lot of fire damage, which is nice. It is fairly similar to the one we got from the knight back in the Northern Asylum. Still, these dragons are fairly dangerous, to be honest, even though because we don't really have much vitality. Even though we have super dodge, we are fairly squishy. We have quite of a glass cannon, I guess. There are also some other items over there, and also an item up at the little tower to the left there, if you can see that in my horrible camera work there. But there is actually something of interest up there. There's a ring. But that ring isn't really useful for me right now. Okay, so we have to actually summon the elevator this time. These elevators, by the way, are actually hidden loading screens, if you didn't already realize. And there are also ways to get you, I guess, around the world. So let's go inside and take a trip to the dark side. Or I guess the dark route, the dark root basin. So I still have the ring equipped, the rusted iron ring, even though it doesn't give me any particular benefits. We also got the binoculars, by the way. Binoculars really useful for casters. Let's take a look at the binoculars. This advanced device was built by a famous craftsman of Astora. Its utilities is singular, but its application many. The value of these specs depend greatly on the imagination of their owner. So these can actually be used to get better bow shots and further aim, or they can be used to cast spells. You can aim spells, basically going into first person view and aim spells in different directions, so that's super nice. But if you played the game previously and you know what the rusted ring does, the rusted iron ring, you might guess what I'm about to do. Remember the big Hydra we saw in the dark from above in the Darkroot Gardens? Right? Where all the trees attacked us, we saw a huge giant Hydra down in the water basin. We're gonna go kill that thing. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take on the Hydra. And there's also a large soul damage soldier here. And some crystal knights, which is interesting. Why are there crystal knights here? These guys actually will return later on in the game. And these guys aren't really that strong. But you can actually use the Hydra to kill these guys pretty early on in the game and get like 200 souls for each of them. But if we get closer to the Hydra, you can actually see that he shoots like these huge beams of water, as you can see there. And they will actually damage these golems. They also do these smash attacks, which do a lot of damage, so be careful if you get too close to these. And they also do like ground smash, which creates like a reverberation of crystal spikes from the ground. Like that, they accumulate like crystal around their I guess their hand, so they get like this extended range, which is quite surprising around the first times you actually kill these guys. But yeah, let's try to get the water splash up here. There we go. That actually killed him. Ooh, another one up here. This is the last one before we go down to the water. You could kill this guy, by the way, if you don't have the actual ring. I wonder if it will kill him if we just stay here. But oh well. There we go. If we stay behind there's one there to the left. If we stay behind these trees, by the way, the water won't hit us as well. There's also an item down here that you can suicide run down to if you want to. Oh my god! I didn't think it actually went through the water there, but I guess it did. But yeah. By the way, once you reach the water, these won't attack you, or I guess these beams won't hit you there. Recommended that you actually put on a different shield with 100% block, because this will happen. Yeah. So what we want to do is we want to stay down here with a 100% block chance shield. Be careful because you can see the ledge there at the end. There, if you go down a little further, a few steps further there, we'll actually fall down to our deaths immediately. So yeah. Also, this guy can be killed with bow and arrows, but it's difficult because you have to kill each head and not the main body. So our aim now is currently to kill every one of these heads, and unlike Hercules, these heads won't go back and double each time, I guess triple each time. So that's good. So yeah, you can just hit these heads a couple of times and they'll actually go away. This boss is actually hard if you don't have the Rusted Iron Ring. This boss isn't really hard in general. You can do this pretty early on. But what makes this difficult is actually the fact that you have to... Sometimes you need to run to actually hit the heads, because as you can see, the heads to the farthest right will actually go down towards the left there. If you don't have enough movement speed, then you'll basically not be able to hit that properly. So you might have trouble if you don't have a weapon with enough range. So a couple of hits, and its head will sever from the body. And ooh, this boss is pretty terrifying to me. I really am terrified of these like snake-like sea creatures in most form of like fantasy. So not really big a fan of the Hydras. They are terrifying to me. Such terrifying. Like a snake will eat you, and it has like several heads that can tear off your face. That's like the most terrifying thing I could imagine, to be honest. But yeah. 2 more heads to go. Let's get this one now. Be careful about the edge, by the way. Oh, I almost fell out through the edge there. It's really difficult to see the edge. That's like the hardest part about this boss. So let's loot the knight armor here. This armor looks amazing, by the way. You can combine that with the elite knight set to get some amazing different designs. I guess on the... We got the second to last head down. 1 more head to go. You can see his health is almost depleted, so let's try to get this one down here. You can, by the way, you can pull this boss across the entire lake here, but yeah, hello head. Oh, almost got him there. So this boss is more about being patient, and it's not really a boss. You will see more of these guys later on throughout the game. Almost got him there. But yeah, spoiler. That was... it's not a spoiler, I guess, but yeah, you can... Oh, almost got through the edge there. The worst thing about this boss is actually watching the water, so... And I think we have it now, guys. I thought that was a hit. Come on, that was a hit. The last hit is always this one because it's the most difficult one to hit with melee. So that was definitely a hit. Super annoying boss. Might be better if I pull him down like this and go from like underneath. Yeah. It's actually really difficult to get that last head. Oh my god, if I only had like a bow and arrow, maybe I could take him on. But you see the animation really it's different from time to time, so sometimes you get the close one, and other times you get like this one who's like far away, so. But I don't want to take any risks and take any chances with this guy because really I don't want to waste all that progress, to be honest. Let's try to pull him a little across from here. I remember actually taking this guy on without using the ring. One strategy is to actually run towards this place and then run straight back to the west. I guess run this way first and then make him do the slice and then run back to the right. Make him do the slice and run to the back immediately. Come on, do that. Run to the right. And then run to the left when he screams and cut him. I guess that failed as well. Oh well. Run to the right. He screams, run to the left. And hit his... Look at that, I almost fell down the edge. By the way, if you have any tips on this guy, leave it in the comment section below because I always have trouble with killing the last head. I'm gonna fast forward now. I really didn't want to do this. But yeah, until I get the head. So yeah. Or fall down and die. So yeah, I'm gonna fast forward this. Definitely. Okay guys, so I finally got him down. That was really, really dumb. But we got the dragon scale and the Dusk crown ring. I actually spent some time just running back and forward and it actually worked the thing, but I just had to memorize quite how to do it. Just, yeah. By the way, Caduceus, a round shield we got earlier. A round wooden shield crafted in Lordan, decorated by the ancient blue Cadicus, or yeah, I guess Caduceus? Cadicus. The giant trees in Lordan are distant offsprings of the great stone arch trees. This shield inherits their properties, and the wood greatly reduces magic damage. Interesting lore bit, by the way. The arch trees, huh? So those are pretty cool. Let's get our crest shield back on our the grass crest shield, not the crest shield. Okay. Yeah. We got the dragon down. We got the ring. The ring called the Dusk crown ring grants extra sorcery casting with halves HP. Pretty nice. The magic crown shaped ring was granted to Princess Dusk of Oolacile upon her birth. The ringstone allows its wearer to cast additional sorcery, but at the cost of 1/2 of HP. So yeah. By the way, you can see this ladder over there near the waterfall. That actually leads to up to the Darkroot Gardens where we fought the cats, or ran past the cats previously. So what we want to do now is we want to go over to this little cave here. By the way, be careful. You can see the edge in the water if you use your eyes and closely peer through the water and see the edge. Okay, this cave here. By the way, the ring we got is actually another hint to Oolacile, which we'll get more on in a few seconds. Now you want to quit the game or go back to the bonfire and reload. I'm going to quit the game and I'm going to log back in on my character. And once we're back inside the game, Velka's rapier, huh? That's a cool item. There will be a golden, one of these golden crystal golems here. And this guy is a little stronger than the ones we fought previously, but not by much. This guy is a lot easier to fight if you have the rusted iron ring, I mean. So yeah, make sure you do that. And as you can see, he does the AoE strike there, which is pretty cool to watch. The animations is lovely on that one. I love that animation. But yeah, this guy is really cool. Well, the lore associated with him is really cool. That was not good at all. Let's heal up. But to get to him, you have to defeat the Hydra, of course. You can do this whenever you want to in the game. And inside is this character. Now remember the text on the ring we got? It actually referred to a princess called Dusk.
So, 'tis thou who rescueth me. Most gracious, I am deeply obliged. I am Dusk of Oolacile. I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here for long. So, before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing. My home, Oolacile, is the home of ancient sorceries. My hope is to pass this profound knowledge to thee, with thine approval. Would this be of assistance to thee?
Absolutely, we love ancient sorceries.
My heartfelt thanks. I am pleased beyond words. Then I shout, engrave my signature. If thou art in need, pray summon me from my signature. It seems that my time is done. May the great flames guide thee.
Thank you. So she basically vanishes for now, but she will leave a sign over at the place where we found the knight's armor. That was Dusk of Oolacile. Remember where we got the enchanted ember too? That was also from Oolacile. Apparently there was some sort of an ancient, I guess, a kingdom, because she was a princess of Oolacile, in this area before it became the Dark Reed Gardens. And Oolacile will be super important for what happens later on in the DLC. The DLC to this game was actually is on PC. It's released as the part of the Prepare to Die edition of Dark Souls, but in the console versions, it is known as the Artorias of the Abyss DLC. So let's touch the summon sign and summon Dusk back, and see what she has to say. So here she is back, being summoned into our world again. Quite beautiful, to be honest.
I am Dusk of Oolacile. It is an honor to see thee again. I shall follow thy wishes.
So we can learn gesture from her, we can learn a proper bow. I love that animation, by the way.
If thou art in need, pray. I wish to be of may the flames guide thee.
I guess she knows of the flame, but I guess she disappears if we don't. She doesn't. She actually stays there.
I am Dusk of Oolacile. It is an honor to see thee again. I shall follow.
So we can purchase some items from her. We can purchase Hidden Body. Ancient sorcery of the Lost Land of Oolacile turns body nearly invisible. Ancient sorcery of the Lost Land of Oolacile casts bright light upon its running. This is pretty useful for the Tomb of Giants. Remember after Pinwheel, because that was super dark. This light producing sorcery is elementary, but nonetheless demonstrates the achievements of mysticism in Oolacile. Such magic has not been developed even in Vinheim. This one had, although perfect invisibility is unachievable due to the risk of dissipation, the caster need only stand still for a moment to blend into the environs with astounding camouflage. Also get repair, we can repair a weapon. This sorcery was part of an everyday life in Oolacile. It resembles the repair powder we can purchase. Chameleon, ancient sorcery that separates stealth spell. It will make us look like an item in the area, which is cool for PvP. And hidden weapon, which will basically make our weapon invisible. You can also buy the Oolacile Ivory Catalyst. The white bark boosts sorcery adjustment, but the sorceries of Lost Land are gentle and not affected by intelligence. So it doesn't have any much scaling with intelligence, unfortunately. Let's talk to her.
For a very long time, I was trapped within the crystal golem. From my home I was taken and banished to a plane of distortion. It was there that thou came to my rescue, long after I had relinquished all hope. So gleeful was I. My faith reneweth. The sorceries of Oolacile differ from the magic of thine age. It is difficult to explain. Oolacile's sorceries are, what doth one say? They're somewhat of an approximation. Thine sorceries are more straightforward, negating all but thyself. Dost thou not find some fascination in these discrepancies?
It's pretty interesting that the sudden change. I guess she was from a different time where things were more calm, and now they are more straightforward. But the story of the game is really not that straightforward at all.
The sorceries, it is all thine sorceries.
So, yeah, let's leave her for now.
I wish may the
We can always summon her. She'll be down here, and the Hydra won't respawn, luckily. And there's also this knight here, poor guy. Actually tried to fight the Hydra, but I guess he failed. But we are not done with the episode, guys, because there is some more stuff we need to do before going to Blight Town and ring the second bell. And remember the key. Not the mystery key, but the key that we also have the basement key, which we're going to use later on. But we got this key after defeating a Moonlight Butterfly back in episode, I guess, 3. Or is it 4? Episode 4. The Watchtower basement key. The hero turned hollow who was locked away by a dear friend, for his own good, of course. So there's quite a bit of story about this guy, and it's really, really cool. So let's make our way up here. This is actually the basement tower. Or, yeah, the tower. There's a basement at the bottom of the tower. Yep. So you can actually, you don't need a key at all to get through here. You can use the master key if you want to. But it's more like lore-wise to use the basement key. And to the right here, we have this guy. And this is Havel. And he has a pretty unique armor design, and I love his shield, by the way. He also uses this huge dragon tooth club, and he does a ton of damage, so be careful. Unfortunately, he has gone hollow, so he basically doesn't really have any like sense of like Astora, or I guess the knight from Astora back in the asylum. This guy has also lost his mind, and we have to take care of him basically. So you can fight him basically at level 1, the first thing you do in the game. I did that on one character, but it's not advised, to be honest. It took me like 10 minutes to take him down to like 10% health, so yeah, not advisable, but oh well. You can see his attacks actually stun a lot, and he can't really hit through his shield, so he also has like this amazing tracking on his weapon. So who locked this guy away, and who was he? Let's pick up the shield. Havel's ring. Yeah, this ring is pretty amazing. It boosts maximum equip load. So as you can see, our current equip load is at 51. If we put a ring on, we get 76.5 equipment load. So yeah, that's pretty nice. If we put that on, we can put on... How much can we put on now? We can put on the... I guess the leather armor maybe, or the tattered clothes, Eastern armor. Oh, let's take a look at this one. We see we only have the slow roll, but this armor looks pretty amazing. But yeah, we can use the tattered robe again. So yeah, that's good. But let's read the description on this ring. The ring was named after Havel the Rock, Lord Gwyn's old battlefield compatriot. Havel's men wore the ring to express faith in their leader and to carry a heavier load. So this could either mean that this guy was actually a guy who was one of Havel's men, and he took on his armor and was locked away here, or it could mean that Havel actually was this guy. And I believe Havel actually is this guy, because there is a really cool lore speculation about this, why he's locked in the tower there and stuff like that. Let's make our way to the top of the tower here. And if you play through the beginning parts of this game, you will feel like this is instantly familiar to you, because this area is the Undead Burg. However, we are approaching it from a bit of a different angle, I guess. So usually you come from the area down there and you make your way through here. You see, eventually you'll get to the boss at the top of this tower. So let's go take on that boss, I guess. Take onto that boss. Let's take onto that boss. Let's go and see how that boss fares against us as of this point of the game. So this boss is pretty cool. You can go up and see this place is really a nice little area here. Up on the tower there, the boss will actually spawn. But there is a trick here to go up this ladder to the right. As you can see, down there is the gulch down there, and there are some of these hollow archers up at the tower here. They will shoot you in the back if you don't kill them. And there is also a strategy that involves using this tower as sort of a means of defense and something like that. So down there we were previously. Let's see if we can see the... I guess you can't see the lake from here. I guess it's in here. Ooh, all the way down. There is a little bridge. So yeah, pretty cool place, to be honest. Let's go down here and face the boss. I love the fact that you can actually take a look back at everything we did. There we were previously. You see the tower down there? That's where we actually had the view underneath, so that's pretty cool. But now the boss will spawn. And one way to kill this guy is actually to run back to the tower. This is one strategy that many people use, even though we really don't have to do this right now. But he will come after us pretty quickly, and he can actually knock you down from the ladder if you're not quick enough up, so be careful. He try to hit you. If you just jump down here and do this, remember this attack from the... Oh, we did a lot of damage there. Back from the Undead Asylum, so we could use this against him as well. If not, you just roll around underneath his legs and you'll be fine. But that was a Taurus demon. Since we're so overgeared right now, that was really much of a boss, to be honest, but oh well. And if we make our way across here, there is some sort of loot. I guess it's inside those crates over here. There is this corpse underneath the crates, poor guy, large soul of lost and dead. But at the end here, we'll find something interesting. And over here, with this amazing view towards the sunlight, is an old fan favorite.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
So yeah, this guy is called Solaire of Astora, and he's awesome.
So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment. The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey? This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this.
We have the white sign soapstone. This is used for cooperation.
Land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
So yeah, after talking to this guy, you get the stone. Let's take a look at this. Online play item, leave summon sign, be summoned to another world as a phantom through your sign and defeat the area boss to acquire humanity. In Lordan, the flow time is distorted and the white sign soapstone allows undead to assist one another. So apparently that's a way of saying that the different time and space between all the players in the game are all, look there as a ghost, they're all remnants fighting through the game at the same time, so we can basically just help each other. So there's their attempt to actually, make that stuff apparent in the lore. So
hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
So yeah, the Lord of Sun is also the Lord Gwyn that we are supposed to go on a pilgrimage for. I think this is where we end the episode off. We killed the Hydra and we got rescued Dusk of Oolacile and killed the Taurus demon in this episode. In the next one, we will go on and show some more stuff in the Undead Burg, and then we'll continue into the depths of the Burg. See you guys then, guys. Take care and farewell.